Which brings us to this story tonight, one of Decatur City Council Councilmember Hunter Pepper of District 4. I had a sit down with Pepper and we'll share that discussion with you over the next 2 nights. And we'll begin tonight with Pepper reflecting on the very start of his term nearly 4 years ago to his leadership during the Steve Perkins case. Here's a listen. Welcome.
Glad to be here.
Yes, it's kind of full circle because I want to say when you first got elected as a city council member, being the youngest, right?
I am the youngest.
We interviewed you.
Yeah, you were the first actually to interview me when I got elected. So it was the following morning. I had many individuals reaching out and calling, and I think yours was the first one that rang that morning. And it was a good interview. It was a lot of fun.
Yes, and I can imagine so much has happened in 4 years. You being, again, the youngest and really shouldering a lot, being a city representative.
Quite a bit for someone at my age is what a lot of folks would say, but I would say quite a bit for someone that is determined to help those in any way that they can.
A lot of what you've had to shoulder in being a leader. Part of that experience is Steve Perkins. Mm-hmm. There were initial reports about your silence on the Steve Perkins case. And I know you began to speak publicly about it too, eventually. And if you will, Councilmember Pepper, tell me, why was there a silence at first?
So the silence at first was to ensure that I had a good amount of facts in front of me before I spoke out. And then I seen something from the city that turned me away from being silent and made me want to voice my opinion on what I felt on the situation. And
what was that?
That was the officers being terminated prior to a trial. You know, there was an incident that occurred in the city of Huntsville a couple of years ago that involved an officer and a shooting, and that officer actually stayed on as an officer until the end of his trial. Mm-hmm. So I wanted to break my silence and go out to the public and explain my opinion on why I believe that this isn't right when I have individuals from those seats telling me we don't have enough facts, we don't have enough information right now, but we have a leader that chose to make a decision prior to having all those facts. At least they claim they did not have all those facts, and that individual made a decision. And so I decided that that wasn't right, and I wanted to voice my opinion on it.
All right, we'll have part 2 tomorrow night about his relationships with the community. Please tune in.